Right. So I wanted to jump on and just encourage someone today. And it's very simple, right? You're praying, you're seeking the Lord, you're asking Him for something over and over. Yet you're doing something contrary to what you're doing. You're going behind His back and helping yourself. You seek the Lord, you're asking Him for something, you're asking Him for a baby, you're asking Him for a husband. You're doing all this stuff, but you're not letting go of control, and control is blocking the Lord from doing what He needs to do. So if you're des- desiring something, first of all, it's good for us to pray and say, Father, what do you want? What do you want me to desire? I want what you want, right? That's a surrendered heart. A surrendered heart says, I want what you want. I want to desire what you desire in my life, in this season, in this moment. I want to be able to desire your will, your heavenly desire for me. The reason I was put on this earth, the particular reason you created me. The scripture talks about in Jeremiah, before we were formed in our mother's womb, God knew us. So before we even became a fetus, or we started developing in our mother's womb, the Lord already knew each and every one of us. And He had a plan and purpose for our lives. And our job on this earth is to trust Him through our livelihood on this earth. And how can we trust Him is going back to Him and saying, Father, I want what you want. Not my will, but your will be done. You know, when Jesus was supposed to go to die on the cross of Calvary, is such a very tough thing to ask. You know, He was in a human flesh. He could feel, He could experience life like we are. And it was such a tough thing for Him to do. And he kept praying, asking the Lord for the grace to do this assignment. But more so, just saying, hey, buddy, I know this is your will, but it's hard. Take it away from me. Take this cup away from me. And when He went to the Garden of Gethsemane, He cried. The scripture talks about His tears was like blood because of how painful this process was going to be. But He had to go through it. Nevertheless, Father, let your will be done. And that's the heart posture we have to have. So whatever it is you need, Matthew 7:7 say, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open to you. But how are you asking? Are you asking the Lord and letting go and stepping back for Him to take over? Be blessed.